65, 66, 67. I want to hit 70. What is up, guys? I'm heading out from work over here at Hennessy Performance, but I wanted to go ahead and do a little top speed run of the bike. Now that everything's working. There we go. Okay. I know that's probably a lot of people's like first question on these things is, how fast does it go? Well, today we're gonna find out. As you can see, my phone screen is super broken, so I'm gonna screen record and hope that the recording's okay. I think that the screen recording will be fine, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and head out here. They have these nice little frontage roads that are perfect for the top speed, but I'm just gonna get right to it. I'm gonna go as fast as I feel comfortable going. It's probably not gonna be the top speed of the bike, but like I said, we're gonna see. So speeding up here, I'm not gonna give it full throttle. I'm gonna kind of roll into it. All right. Oh, wants to stop the screen recording. No. All right, we're going 50, 51, 57, 59, 61, 62, 64, 65, 66, 67. I want to hit 70. Oh, we're not hitting 70. Okay. Well, guys, there's your answer. The top speed that I can get out of the controller so far is 67 miles an hour. Now, with that said, I believe that top speed is only off of my volts and my amps, so there's no flux weakening happening here. There's no phase weakening going on. So with flux weakening, I think we could probably get another few miles per hour out of it, most definitely, but I'm not gonna push it today. So to put that in perspective, if you buy a new Surron and you do cut the wire, you're gonna get about 45 miles an hour of top speed, and you spent $4,500 for that. Whereas with this guy, you can get about 67, 70 miles an hour. I've seen people do 80 on similar setups easily. I think one guy did 110. I would be terrified to do that, but it's possible. So when it comes to bang for your buck, these DIY bikes are really the way to go. It might be a little bit more difficult to put together. It might take you a little bit more time, but it's totally worth it in the end, because I spent about $3 grand on this bike, and as you can see, I just did 67 miles an hour, which you would not be able to do on a Surron without spending several grand on modifications in addition to the Surron's cost up front. So for a road bike, the Stealth Bomber style bike, the DIY style bike with a hub motor, is definitely dominant on road. I'm confident that this would smoke a lot of 72 volt Surrons even when it comes to acceleration and on-road performance. Now off-road, this bike is definitely heavier, it's a little bit bulkier, it's a little bit more awkward. That hub motor is definitely a detractor off-road. So, and honestly, with knobbies on it, this might be a really great trail bike too. I just don't know. I haven't ridden any trails, and I have these turtle tires on here, so it's kind of a hybrid, mostly on-road tire, and it's a super soft compound. That's just one thing to keep in mind when you're considering sort of if you want to buy an electric bike or build an electric bike, because that was my dilemma. Is it was either wait months and months to save up for a Surron and then probably be disappointed by the Surron stock performance, or build this for cheaper than a Surron and definitely be overwhelmed by this bike's performance. So I'm glad I chose this option, because for a daily commuter bike to and from work, this is the dominant option for sure. Yeah, I hope that answers some questions about this, and sort of if speed is your concern, then you don't need to be worried with this guy here. And also, if you're really going for pure maneuverability and size and weight, then the new Talaria XXX actually is a great competitor, and it comes in at about $3 grand. So if you want something that's slower than this but better off-road performance, better jumping performance, the Talaria XXX might be the option for that. From what I've seen, it's pretty promising, so keep that in mind too. All things to keep in mind. Everyone's going to have their individual preferences for what they want out of a bike, what they want out of their e-bike. But for me, I want to be able to go fast on road. I want to be able to pull past cars when I'm on most streets, and I want to have the range to get to work. And this bike does all of those things comfortably. So a lot of people also started talking shit about hub motors, saying, you know, hub motors aren't as good as mid-drive, you don't have any torque, blah blah blah. But this one, this is more than enough power for me, and I don't have to worry about a chain drive like a Surron or a pulley drive. Anything, the less parts you can have that wear down, the better your experience is going to be, because the hub motor just rules with its simplicity. It is silent. It's completely silent. There's a slight whine to the motor, but no one's going to be able to hear it except for you. Regardless, the experience is amazing. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, the torque is there. It's instantaneous. It's silent. You don't really notice the weight in the back, at least for me. Maybe someone who has been riding normal dirt bikes all their life would, but I don't notice anything weird about having the hub motor in the back. The 3.5T is plenty torquey enough. I was debating on if I should try to get a 4T or either a 4T or 5T motor, and I was researching it and people said the 3.5 had plenty of torque, so I just went ahead and did that, and I'm glad I did, because that top speed and increased high speed efficiency is a must. But yeah, I'm pulling back up to the apartment complex, so that's going to be it for today's video. But I appreciate y'all watching, and stay tuned for more content on the Antidote channel.